Welcome to Ukraine Today. My name is St.Nicholas. The project See Ukraine Docudays UA on tour continues traveling around Europe. Italy became the third country where documentary films and exhibitions of photographs about Ukraine were showcased. Join me now to talk about this initiative is Yuliya Serdyukova, the project's coordinator. Hello, Yuliya.
Hello.
You just visited Italy. So how were Ukrainian program and the team taken there, comparing to Greece, where the festival was rallied and it was derailed by local protesters?
In Italy it went very well. Of course, we were worried a lot after Greece that it might happen in Italy too. So we were well prepared. Even we asked local police to guard our events in Milan where it took place. But it went very peaceful. It seems that Italian radicals were on vacations in July, probably.
What is your target audience of all the festivals? Are they Ukrainian diaspora, or are they also a foreign audience who is interested in Ukraine and Ukrainian events?
As our title says, like See Ukraine, our primary goal is to tell about Ukraine to European audience, of course. But Ukrainian diaspora is always welcomed, especially since they often help us to organize events in different European countries. But a lot of European audience, especially youth, comes to our event. For example, in Italy, 3 teams of Italian documentary filmmakers came to visit different events of the See Ukraine, which are interested in Ukraine, and one of these teams is now at this very moment in Ukraine filming their first documentary about Ukrainian youth. They are students, young journalists with aspirations to be documentary filmmakers, and they came to listen, to see the films and to talk to us, and now we help them filming their film in Ukraine.
So what does Docudays UA bring for this audience? I mean, in the context of projects and the films, so what in particular?
In Italy, we brought to Italy 4 documentary films. One is Euromaidan Rough Cut, telling about the Ukrainian Revolution. Then Living Fire, a film by Ostap Kostyuk about the life of Carpathians, villagers in Carpathians. Then it was a film of Dziga Vertov. It's a black and white film made in 1920s about industrialization period in Soviet Ukraine. It was accompanied by live music written by Anton Baybakov and performed by pianist Sofia Turta. And we are especially proud to present for the first time within the program of See Ukraine a film by Roman Bondarchuk, Ukrainian Sheriffs. This film was premiered in Ukraine just a couple of months ago at Docudays UA Film Festival, and now it can join the See Ukraine program. It tells about a small village in the middle of Ukraine and how local people there organized 2 sheriffs to represent police functions in the village where state police doesn't really work or didn't really work at that time. And on the example of a small village, this film tells very well about the whole situation in Ukraine.
So you are at these festivals all around Europe, and you can see the reaction of people watching these movies and these documentary films. So what can you tell about this reaction? Like, how do they feel after watching them?
I'd like especially to tell about their reaction to a photo exhibition we brought. It was a photo exhibition by Oleksandr Hlyadyelov, which tells about Ukrainian Revolution and the war. People in all countries were shocked and very much surprised how difficult the situation is in the east of Ukraine and how much effort the revolution took. They didn't know it, and they couldn't realize the scale of those events. And both in France and in Italy, people compare our war to Second World War after seeing these photographs. And this shows very well how our mission is accomplished by bringing those films and photographs to Europe to tell through images, documentary images about what is going on in our country. And I would like to add that besides photographs and films, we also bring discussions to which we invite local, I mean Italian, French, Greek and Ukrainian experts, journalists, historians, philosophers, who explain situations depicted in films and photographs.
What have you already noticed that could be checked or already could be changed for the next festival, I mean 2017?
Well, I'm not sure about mistakes, but I can tell you about the difficulties we faced. And of course, the most difficult situation was in Greece, where pro-Russian radicals are very active. And by threatening locations where our festival had to be held, they pushed us to postponing it. So now we are looking for new ways to find more secure and more open-minded locations to continue our project in Greece. And also we try to find new words in which to explain to our potential audience that we are not those people how those radicals told about us. But since they use this very Kremlin-like rhetorics, it's very difficult to oppose these rhetorics because it's completely dishonest and untrue. So we just continue to do what we do, to tell the truth and to tell our view of the situation in Ukraine.
So it is a very interesting moment, like how have you chosen these 5 countries in Europe where the festival is taking place right now? To
choose these countries, we talked among our colleagues at Docudays UA Film Festival, and also we consulted with our main donor, Open Society Foundations, who are basically co-organizers and one of the authors of the idea of this project. And we chosen those European countries who are important to Ukraine geopolitically, but also where we saw some problems about information about Ukraine in media. So, for example, Italy and Greece are one of those countries where pro-Russian propaganda is very strong. And as you might know, in Italy there is even one region, Veneto, if I'm not mistaken, who recognized Crimea as a part of Russia. So we see that there is some need to tell more about Ukraine to local audience in those countries.
So, and the final question about the next country where Docudays UA on tour will take place.
Our next stop is Germany, Hamburg. It will start in the 8th of September there, and we have very beautiful and respected locations there. We are very proud of them. The exhibition by Oleksandr Hlyadyelov will take place in the St.Nicholas church, which now is a museum dedicated to bombing of Hamburg during World War II. And it's a half-destroyed church which are preserved in this state since the war. And we see that it's a very symbolic place to show exhibition about the present war of Ukraine. And our screenings will be held in Metropolis Cinema. It's one of the oldest cinemas in the town, which often screens different art house programs and is very much loved by cinephiles.
Yuliya, thank you, and I wish you good luck with what you're doing and in conducting the festival in Germany. I hope our viewers will be interested in coming to the festival and seeing everything in person.
Thank you.
Yuliya Serdyukova, the projects coordinator of Docudays UA on tour, joined Ukraine Today. My name is Serge Chechko. Thank you for watching Ukraine Today.